Javier, it's a big game tomorrow. It's the second time Miami's visited Vancouver in the past year. The people of Vancouver want to know how much is Lionel Messi going to play in that match?
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for the question. Uh, yeah, it's a very important game for us. Maybe one of the most important game for the history of the club. So we are ready and we are waiting for this game. Um, I don't like to talk before the game about who is available or who doesn't. So tomorrow you will see. Tomorrow you will see.
Fafa, welcome back to Vancouver. How does it feel to be back in with Miami? And not only that, it's a huge game. It's a semifinal of a cup game.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling to be back. Obviously, here on work and business. So um, there's great emotion. Obviously, to see a lot of familiar faces in a stadium I'm used to. But the biggest thing is to go into tomorrow's game and look for 3 points.
Javier, welcome to Vancouver. How much will tomorrow's match, the way that's being played, the score, dictate what your starting 11 will look like and what your substitutions will look like in the second half?
Oh, we don't know what is going to happen in the game, but at the end, we know that we have a game that 180 minutes, and tomorrow we are going to play the first half of the game. So we know that it's important to play a good game, try to score because in this kind of competition it's important to score away. So we will try to be like we want in every pitch that we are going to play. We want to have the ball, to keep the possession, try to attack, try to play in the opposite pitch, and try to score goals. Uh, we are we are trying to win the game because it's important to win. Then everything can happen during the game, but obviously our idea is try to come here and to win the game.
Fafa, what's it like to have Lionel Messi as a teammate? And are you a bit of a tour guide? Has he asked about the city at all? Have you told him about Vancouver?
I think it's an honor to be able to play with the best player in the world. That's for starters. And two, I think we're more focused on the game than the city. But a lot of guys did ask questions in general about living here. Obviously, when you land in Vancouver, you see the beauty of the city and all the nature. So I told them a lot of stuff about living here and all my great experiences and the great time I've had here. So they only have positive images from my end, and I think their own just landing here and seeing the city itself.
Thank you, Christian Jack from One Soccer. Javier, welcome to Vancouver. It's a continental semi-final, as you mentioned, a big game. You played in 5 UEFA Champions League semi-finals, continental semi-finals as a player. What do you remember about those moments, and what does it take to win in those moments?
Oh, obviously, I think that in this situation is a kind of game that every player want to play because we are player or we were player to play this kind of game. But at the end, I think in games that we are going to play tomorrow, every single details will be important. So we have to be focused from the beginning because we don't know in which world you have the game, or you have the win, or you have the lose. So it's important be focused, be concentrate, and knowing which part or which important part uh, will play every single ball. So this is the most important thing for us.
Thank you, Fafa. Welcome back. You played for a lot of great coaches in your time. You now play for a man with a legendary career as well. What's it like playing?
No, doesn't ask him that.
I can answer.
What is it like playing under him? What do you learn from him?
No, it's amazing. I grew up watching him. and obviously even on the ride here, hearing some things about the resume and just little things about the off field life of his career is impressive, and it's awesome to get to work under him every day and just continue to learn and just do my best to be available and be the best player I can be for him.
Javier, Luis Suarez in 2007 played here for Uruguay in the Under-20 World Cup, so he himself will have had some familiarity playing in Vancouver. How important is Luis Suarez to your team, and particularly to this two-leg tie in terms of what he will be able to provide for you, because he's the cutting edge and the striker up front?
Everyone knows that Luis is a player that he was a fantastic player in every single team and in every single club that he played. And for us, is really important. He's a legend. Obviously, everyone try to be focused in when he score goals, but in defense he give us a lot of things because he organize the strikers and the winger how to press. Obviously he try all the time help the team in defense, and at the end you have a player like Luis when he's into the box, you know that he will be very very important player. So for us, he's a key player. We try to give him the tools to feel comfortable into the pitch, and obviously we expect all of us we expect tomorrow have a good game and help him try to score.
Fafa, this Whitecap side is the one that you're very familiar with, but it's had an excellent start to the season under a new coach. The things that come to mind when you think of this Whitecap side that you've seen start so well this season?
Yeah, I still keep up with them a bit, as a lot of my buddies are still in the team. I know it's a very united group, dynamic. It's a dangerous team. It's an exciting team to watch. At the same time, you watch it from a friend standpoint, but now as an opponent. So, as much as there's so many strengths to that side, we've also studied the weaknesses and ways to approach it. So, it's going to be an exciting matchup for us, and I think. Again, piggybacking off of what Coach said, it's a tale of two halves. We have 90 minutes and 90 minutes to get the job done, so that's what we look forward to starting tomorrow.
Javier, welcome to Vancouver. Bienvenido. The Whitecaps have been a real surprise for a lot of people this season. They're top of the West, and after having a coaching change, a lot of news behind the scenes. How have you found the Whitecaps, and what are you looking to doing against them? Hopefully,
I didn't watch the last season, but for me it's not a surprise. I was watching them and they play really well. They have very very good players in front. They have very good wingers, strikers, good midfielders. They play together, scoring a lot of goals. They didn't concede too many goals, so I think tomorrow is a game that you can find two teams that they are in a good positions, in a good moment both. So hopefully, I expect my team to have a good game, trying to be narrow, trying to stop them in attack because they are very dangerous in attack. But also we want to have the ball. We want to be protagonists, in the game. But for me, at the end, it's not a surprise. They are a really really good team with obviously good coach that have a lot of experience in Europe. So we will see.
And then Fafa, you've had to travel a long way back here to Vancouver, and then you have to travel again all the way back for the game on Sunday. How much has the travel affected yourself and the team, and how are you sort of hoping to mitigate what the effects have been for tomorrow's match?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, the travel is something I'm used to. I lived here last year and used to go back to see my parents whenever I could. So the cross countries or cross countries is pretty familiar to me. So something you just manage with resting well and taking care of your body, doing the small things off the field to make sure that you're okay, and you just approach the game like a normal one.
Fafa, nice to see you again.
Likewise.
You're used to this BC Place pitch, and you'll know it sometimes plays a little bit strange. Do you think that can be an advantage to Vancouver?
I think anytime a team is at home, you're familiar with your pitch, even the dimensions or whatever it is for any stadium or any pitch we're playing on. The home team will always have advantage when it comes to that. But again, I think once the ball gets rolling and the game starts to go, we get used to it and understand the bounce of the ball, the roll of it, and depending on if stadium's open or closed, that also plays a different part in the game. But it's something I think once you get going, you understand it, and off of 2-3 bounces, you understand where the ball's going to be at.
Javier, this game and next week's game, that you've got an MLS game in between as well. There's a lot of matches in a short window. What do you feel the fitness levels are like for your star players? Can they go all those games, or are you going to have to manage minutes over the next week?
We don't try to, or we don't think in the next few games. For us, the most important game is the next, is tomorrow. And we are thinking about tomorrow, trying to play as best as possible or as good as possible, and trying to get a good result. Then we will see how we organize for Sunday game, but the most important thing for us is try to think and to be focused for tomorrow.
Fafa, returning into Vancouver, but also playing in the CONCACAF Champions Cup semifinal. You played in big matches before. I know you made a run in the Leagues Cup with Nashville as well. Where does this kind of rank for you in terms of your career?
Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's going to be an exciting game. There's a lot involved for me personally, but also for the club. It's a big match. It's the first leg of the semifinal. So again, the important thing is to control those emotions and just approach the game like the game it is. 90 minutes, knowing that we have a second leg. It's an away game and one that we just want to approach with our style.
And Javier, to make a few changes to your roster today as well. Robert Taylor, of course, off to Austin. Your thoughts on the MLS trade deadline day?
Yes, well, it's was a decision for the club, for the organization. They feel that the organization as a club feel like was a good business for the club. So sometimes you know how to work the transfer window in this league. So I wish him all the best for this new chapter. I talked to him a few minutes ago, and I said to him, thank you very much for these 4 months that we were working. He was very, very professional, and all the best for the future.
Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. Buenas noches, Javier, and hello, Fafa, and buenas noches to you too. Javier, iba a preguntar sobre Robert, pero ahora quiero preguntar dos cositas. Una es, el viaje fue muy largo, más largo creo que Los Ángeles, pero fueron solo un día antes. Quería saber cómo está el equipo si pueden descansar para mañana. Es solo un día para ir tan largo y el cambio de hora también. Y segundamente quería saber si hay algunas noticias sobre Julian Gressel.
Sí, a diferencia del viaje a Los Ángeles, decidimos viajar un día antes porque también con el tema del cambio de horario, viajar 2 días antes muchas veces termina siendo perjudicial porque no llegás a acomodarte al horario. Entonces preferimos salir a la mañana y evitar llegar como hicimos en Los Ángeles, que terminamos llegando a la noche bastante tarde y desacomodamos un poco el tema de la cena y, y trastocamos un poco ese tema. Creo que como lo planificamos, obviamente también lo hablamos con los jugadores y todos estábamos de acuerdo en poder viajar hoy, poder entrenar acá y ya a partir de esta noche descansar y poder pensar en el partido. No creo que debería haber ningún problema para viajar, más allá que es un viaje largo, no termina siendo tampoco muy diferente a lo que solemos hacer en la MLS, que a veces nos tocan viajes de 3 horas, 3 horas y media, 4 horas. Al final es un par de horas de más, por eso decidimos salir a la mañana, pero creo que vamos a llegar bien, porque aparte hemos jugado el sábado y hemos tenido descanso suficiente. Con respecto a Julian, bueno, puede haber novedades pronto. Eso es lo único que te puedo decir.
Hola, buenas noches. Tengo una pregunta para cada uno. Javier, quisiera preguntarte por dónde pasa el éxito de Inter Miami mañana, si es por tener la pelota, por aprovechar oportunidades. ¿A dónde ves tú exactamente el punto clave para el juego? Y para Fafa, quería preguntarte cómo recibió el grupo la noticia de Robert. Yo sé que tú recién llegas al equipo, pero es un jugador que había estado mucho tiempo en la franquicia y me gustaría saber desde la perspectiva de los jugadores, que me imagino siempre es difícil ver salir un compañero. Muchas gracias.
Bueno, en el fútbol la, la- la mejor, el mejor plan es marcar más goles que el rival. Eso seguro. Eso te permite ganar y creo que no hay mejor plan que ese. Pero para marcar mejor plan, para marcar mejor o más goles que el rival, claramente tenemos que hacer un buen partido, tener la pelota, ser protagonistas, no conceder demasiadas concesiones al rival. Sabemos que nos vamos a enfrentar a un rival que quizás no necesita mucho la posesión para hacerte daño. Es un rival bueno, que es bastante directo, que juega muy bien por sus bandas, que tiene desequilibrio. Y bueno, trataremos de reducir todas sus fortalezas de la mejor manera y tratar de, obviamente, como intentamos siempre, llevar el control del partido, tratar de jugar en campo rival, generar situaciones y obviamente marcar goles, ¿no? Porque al final este tipo de competencia, el hecho de poder marcar fuera de casa te da una cierta ventaja y ojalá lo podamos hacer mañana. A vos, Facundo.
No, yo. No,
Arranca nomás.
no, bueno, obviamente es complicado ver ir un compañero de equipo, nunca es fácil, pero a Robbie lo conocí hace unos años y buen chamo y también buen jugador. Así que igual que no estar aparte de ese grupo, sabemos cómo es el fútbol y lo deseamos el mejor desde lejos y esperamos que le vaya bien ahí en Austin y con su familia también.
Thank you.